This is a glimpse into my life. Life with Eric.
Eric's here.
And I'm Kiley.
And I'm Eric.
Okay, I think we know who you are.
Oh.
Well, Merry Christmas to all.
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas. This comes out
It's
on
technically
Christmas Day. Right.
I also feel like you have way too much energy right now.
Why?
Like, I feel like you're at a 10 and I'm like at a 5.
I'm at like
our voices.
You sound like you've been, what have you been doing? Your voice sounds like a man.
I
Husky.
took up smoking this holiday season.
Yeah, I think so. How many packs of cigarettes you smoked the last week?
Feeling a little stressed, so I started stress smoking. No.
Right. I got to turn down my energy and a year's up.
Right. I need to borrow some, apparently.
I don't know why I have energy. I've been up since early in the morning.
You have been up very early.
Yeah. Again, we're doing a Sunday morning podcast because we've been doing Christmas for like a month, it seems like.
I think everybody does that, though, but yes.
Right. If every man's wish that my friends or whoever I talk to,
not
they
have
always
Christmas?
go, I wish we didn't have, I wish we just go out of town and my wife didn't do everything. But the problem is, if you go out of town, you just do everything early and still do it.
Right, or you have to take it with you, or you have to,
Yeah.
because as much as you want Christmas to just be like a blip on the radar, like kids don't, no matter how old they are. Like, look, if we like nixed Christmas this year, Skylar would have been devastated, even if we went on a trip or something.
Right. They loved Christmas this year.
Right. So it doesn't matter what you do or where you're at or what. You still do your Christmas tradition shit. In some regard.
Years past, we went to Hawaii for Christmas. We said, well, we're not really doing anything. We're just going to go to Hawaii, and then we still do presents and do everything with the same family and everything else. So it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. You still do it.
Or
you bring like the stocking stuffers and the luggage, or like
Now, why is it that women slave to the bone for Christmas? It's because their mothers did it and their mothers did it.
Innate thing inside of us, to like people please your own family members.
And guys just complain about money.
Like, how much did you spend on this meal that you cooked yourself?
Or costs and everything.
How much you spend on presents?
We cook so much and do so many desserts. It's
oh my God, it's so
true.
$1,000.
Maybe
between everything. Yeah.
Yeah, between everything. But anyway, kids got all good gifts and they got what they wanted.
They seemed happy.
They seemed very happy, yeah. And then we have some traditions, like we had Kiley makes raviolis for weeks. I've been saying that forever. Yeah. And everybody came over, and I'm sure everybody had gas pains and farts the next day.
I didn't.
Actually, I didn't either.
That's because they're so light and fresh.
The farts?
No, they're raviolis.
Farts are light and fresh. Christmas farts.
Gross.
That's the name of this episode. Christmas
disgusting.
Farts. We gotta start naming our episode. We're getting really loose with the episodes, like Leah's or
Holiday Bush, but I think you named
Christmas
it like
Bush.
Something, yeah.
I named it Leah's Christmas Bush.
Oh, she named it Holiday Bush.
It actually does make me smile when I look.
Wow.
When I read it. Well, it's because no one ever said nothing yet. I didn't get really any comments about my old girlfriend or whatever.
How about your old girl? Because no one gives a shit about your old girlfriend.
From 7th grade.
Right. She wasn't even your girlfriend either for this 100th time.
She was my pen pal.
Yeah.
Lady.
Yes. I don't even think she could call her a lady back then.
I couldn't even tell you what she looked like. I just know she had red hair.
Wow.
All I want for Christmas is Leah Bush.
Take him. Just take him away, please.
That'd be funny if she DM'd us or said, "Hey, I hear you're talking about me."
Right. Yes, we are.
I don't remember you at all.
By the name, my name is Leah.
And by the way, I have no idea who you are at all.
Yeah. Does she even know what your name is?
I mean, what? You didn't get my letter?
I just sent it last week. You secretly been stalking her for 40 years.
Right. I weirdly, Kiley got this cologne in her present. Gucci.
A sample of cologne.
Gucci cologne. I don't know why, because I was thinking, I wonder if I sprayed the letter with like cologne or perfume or something.
I could see you doing that.
But I didn't really have cologne in those days.
Did you like steal your dad's
Maybe
or something?
My dad's or something.
Probably sprayed your mom's on there because it's you.
A little Old Spice on there.
You're probably like, oh, Mom, I'll spray a little of this on my pink stationery.
I
It
probably
just
did.
smell lovely.
Yeah.
She probably was like, I have this gay pen pal.
Right.
He's so cute.
One time when I was in 5th grade, I wanted to get a girlfriend, a present.
I know the story.
I had to go through my mom's jewelry box.
So bad.
To look for a piece of, because I couldn't go to the store and like buy jewelry.
I mean, I'm sure a ton of kids have done this.
Like too embarrassed, so I just took something out of my mom's
stole
jewelry
your mom's
box.
Hopefully, it wasn't expensive.
No, I don't even know if she knew or whatever. Mom, now that you know,
that missing jewelry.
I'm sure I
piece.
told her along. Yeah, it was. I don't know what it was, or just like So in 5th grade, I took my piece of my mom's jewelry to give to my girlfriend.
Did she like it at least?
I guess. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. Maybe a bracelet. It was only one of those tennis bracelets with like 40 diamonds on it. Were you missing that, Mom?
Yeah. She's like, that's where that went.
It's the only thing I ever stole.
This is the only thing you ever stole
Pretty much.
from your mom.
From my mom. I'm not a real thief type person, so I
that's
don't think I
nice.
stole very much in my life. But every once in a while,
I did.
little kids steal stuff.
I had
and things.
like what could have been a thiefy moment a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I had to. I hate going to Walmart. And see,
You stole
people
from
are
Walmart?
people. No. So I needed something like stupid at like 8:00 at night. Oh, I was making dinner, I think, and I forgot like beans, which I needed for the soup. So I ran to go get it. Quick like checkout. I'm going to grab my receipt, and there's money, like a cash, like somebody got cash back and left it in there.
How much?
I know I didn't look because I didn't actually grab
Was
it. I went to grab it. No, bills.
Oh, and they didn't grab their money out.
And I went to because I just saw something, so I went to grab it. And I was like, oh, that's cash back, but I was like, oh, I mean, I could just be like, oh, you left it, my gain, your loss. But I felt bad. And I'm like, no, maybe like they'll come back and get it. I don't know.
I think I would have maybe taken the change, but I wouldn't have taken the bills.
No, it was bills, yeah. And so
maybe take the change. I don't know.
As I'm walking out of like, because in the little center thing where you self checkout, this guy's walking in. And he's like, oh, my cash back. And it was from the register I was on.
And you heard him say that?
Yeah, he like literally, I was 5 steps away from it, and he walked in and was like going to get it.
Right.
And I was like, oh, it's in there. I just left it. Which I was like, oh, if I had it in my hand, I would have felt like an asshole.
What if you would have grabbed it out and then gave it to somebody else that wasn't theirs?
I know. Then part of me was like, well, I could give it to like the kid that's like working the self checkout, but I'm like, they're just gonna keep it, which
probably.
I know. So I was like, I'm gonna leave it, and the guy came back and got it.
That's good.
Yeah, I felt good about it.
Uh-huh.
That's a dumb story.
No, I mean, I guess that's a good story. You could have gave it the guy standing out in front of Walmart.
There actually surprisingly was not anybody out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So our Christmas is full because we do everything with Christmas with the kids, and then we do everything with Kiley's family. So it's like double.
Your family. It's like, we have like 3 different Christmases.
Yeah, it's like double dipping on all Christmases.
Right.
We triple dip basically.
Triple, yes.
Yeah, it is Christmas.
And this year,
craziness.
We did Christmas early.
Yeah.
Like we just did it Friday night, Saturday morning, which is a good 4 days before Christmas.
Sky was here from Hawaii and had to go back, so we celebrated early.
I'm not hating.
I actually liked it.
Now I have like a few days to get my life together in the other areas instead of just like 3 days of like not sleeping.
Yeah.
So that's I feel like it's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it, except for we're really thrown off and we're like, what day of the week it is? When's Christmas?
Yeah, it's like,
do we have to go to your mom's tonight? Like, we don't know what day of the week it is.
Do I have swim practice or don't I? Or what? And I go,
kind of
do.
screwing it up.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll figure this whole thing out, and we're just gonna grind through it. And then after Christmas, I guess we're going down to Newport for our anniversary. I booked flights.
Okay,
we haven't booked a room, so anybody wants to hang out with us in Newport.
I don't know if anyone's there.
No, I don't think so. Could be cold for all we know, but
it might be a little chilly, but that's okay.
Yeah, those people that don't know out there, our anniversary is January 3rd.
Correct.
So it's coming up, actually.
Real fast.
Coming up really fast. You know what else is coming up?
I do not.
You don't?
I do not.
It's called. We've heard about it from Sky forever. It's called the Eddie.
Oh, I mean, I think that's up.
It's happening now. But the Eddie is a big wave surf contest in Waimea Bay. And when they see the surf reports, they're going to get to 30 to 50 foot waves or something like that.
Insane.
They say it's going to happen. So the last time it happened with the waves that big was 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. So Thompson just texted me and told me.
Oh, thanks for the info.
And so people camp out, and apparently what I read on the internet today is 40,000 people come in for that.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm like, Skylar, you're never going to get an Uber. It's going to take, instead of like 3 or 4 hours of traffic.
I mean, if she gets it, she's going to be in traffic forever.
I know. She said she pre-ordered an Uber to get over there.
Oh, that's nice. That's smart.
Yeah, but that's a lot of.
I don't even know how the North Shore holds that many people. Period. I don't care. Like
a 2-lane road going in.
Yeah,
it's
cars,
like
people. Yeah. I mean, I get it because you have like the surfers and their team because they probably travel with like 10 people.
Van. Yeah.
And then like all the what are the people? Camera people, photographers, all that shit.
Well,
media, all the media.
Zillions of media on this whole thing. Actually, I talked to my friend. He's watching on YouTube right now.
Oh,
they're not riding the wave. They're waiting for the waves to get bigger because
they delayed
it.
Have to be a certain height.
I think it's somewhere between 30 and
like
a 30-foot wave is a 60-foot face.
Yeah, so which doesn't qualify till
it's like 30 to 50 or something like
insane.
that. And a 50-foot wave is a 100-foot face. They measure the wave from the behind.
Jesus Christ.
And then the front face is
Right.
So I have to click that on the old YouTube later on today and check it out.
You're going to check that out?
Yeah, I am. And then
yeah.
So Sky's gonna make it back. She was like,
she might see some of
she
it.
was
Then.
like, and then because of this, Eddie, they have her company party.
I know that sucks
because they have the day off. Everybody's off and they can't get out of the bay because the waves are too big.
I was gonna say if the waves are so big in that bay, because like they're the marina is not it's in a different little bay, but it like the whole ocean is turbulent.
They can't get out. The only time they cancel their cruises is they can't get out of the bay.
Okay, cool.
And they're boat goes vertical up there.
It's not worth it. So yeah.
Actually, Sky showed me some videos yesterday of their boat coming in. The waves were huge.
Yeah, from yesterday.
Yeah,
and those are like half the size.
Half the size, or not even half the size. Yeah, so that's gonna be.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but we'll watch it. You know what? I heard something weird when I was kind of studying up on this Eddie and stuff like that.
You studied up on this Eddie.
I did because it was me. We've been talking about it, so social media feeds come in. Hawaii's population since 2020 has gone down by 20,000 people. Gone down.
Interesting. I wonder why.
Yeah. I don't know. Since 2020, something to do with the pandemic, maybe the Maui fires. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Like the whole between all the islands, or
I said Hawaii, so I'm assuming that's all the islands. 20,000 people have left.
I mean, a lot of that might be Maui.
Right. And most of them all moved to California.
That might be Maui.
Almost everybody moves to California. It said
because they have nowhere to live in Maui.
Yeah.
Because they
move from the highest tax bracket to the next highest tax bracket.
Oh my goodness, shit.
And then after that, they
go
to New York.
Feels like home.
Yeah, Sky said she had some friends move from Oahu to like Georgia, and
they're not from Georgia.
Oh, I mean they must be or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But they bought a huge, massive house because your money goes way further
anywhere else
than Hawaii. Yeah, so some of their friends that probably did made tons of money from OnlyFans, of course.
Okay.
Tons of influencers and OnlyFans are people over there. We talked about that a little bit last week. That's what the kids do it these days. They're either influencer, or they're OnlyFans, or they're all kinds of stuff. That's why I'm glad my kids are somewhat normal.
That's what you think.
Yeah, that's true. How would I know?
You don't know what they're doing online all day. They're on their phones all the time. You don't know what they're doing.
I would be horrified. God, you're this old pervy man. Let's call it me. Let's call it me.
Let's pretend it's not you, but
let's pretend it's me. Goes on to OnlyFans, which I've never been on. I would tell you if I did.
That's wise. Keep you off of that.
Right, and then you see your daughter on there.
Right.
And be like, oh my God. Every girl on OnlyFans has a father.
A dad. Yep.
Yeah. And you just hope they're not on it. But they could be.
They could be. You don't know these days.
Yeah. So warning all you pervy men out there.
Don't click on, or do click. Maybe you may let her make some money. No, just joking.
No. Yeah.
Hopefully she's not on it.
If you're clicking, please give her a lot of money. I mean, it isn't really hurting you because it's like you don't know the people. It's like, so I did hear, I was listening to the Vile Files.
No, but it's just, this is not, I don't like the mentality that it gives. Yeah, this can't be helping mental health when you're literally posting pictures of yourself trying to get likes and money and like.
It's fake.
Right. And so it's like, this can't be helping.
Do Playboy and people buy the magazine.
But they also have to go through like rigorous things to do it.
Okay, like what?
We watched the Playboy documentaries and stuff.
They're pretty harsh on them. Yeah.
Yeah. And not a certain way. I mean, it's just we're creating
to go on OnlyFans. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to work out if you don't want to.
And you can doctor the shit out of your photos.
Well, they're not photos on OnlyFans. They're videos. I think
some are photos too.
Maybe either way. But it depends what you're fat. You might be some big old fat chick, or you can be real skinny, or you can be.
But I feel like we're turning into a society that everything is based off of a like on social media, whatever that platform may be.
Well, that's the way. That's the way life is.
I know it's, and so everyone's basing their like self-consciousness, like their confidence on a social media page. How many likes did I get? How many views did I get? How much money did I make?
Well, I mean that's everything in life.
I know, it's kind of disgusting.
If a lot of people like
you
usually make a lot of money.
I know, it's kind of gross if you think about it.
Yeah, so it's just media. It's media in a different form.
I know, but
it reaches people instantly.
But it also takes like a total mental health toll, and that is like proven.
Right. But everybody now, even Trump got elected, and he was doing a speech this morning. I heard a little bit of it, and he was saying, "Yeah, I think we got to keep TikTok because." It does do a lot of. He's changing his platform on that. Help win the election.
Well, I don't think it's like TikTok itself. I think it's just that he was worried that China was getting info from it.
Yeah, I think they wanted TikTok to be American owned.
Correct.
Yeah. No, it'd be.
You're not going to take it away because somebody's going to create a new one if you take it away.
You know who I heard did a thing on TikTok and wants to take over the company?
Oh boy. This segment. You didn't hit it.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by
430 National.
Great American Storage
America.
and Reno Yard.
For all your outdoor storage needs. I thought I hit that button, but I guess
You
I
actually did, but you
Well-
didn't. You hit it before you turned the sound on. I saw it light up.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was the tired one this morning, but
Right. Do you know the Eddie? Why it's called Eddie?
I did learn that because I was listening to Skylar and your dad talk about it.
It's Eddie Aikau or whatever
Yes,
I think his name is.
I do not know, but yes, it's a person.
I guess he didn't die on a big wave.
I think he just was a big wave surfer.
Yeah, he was. He was like the
guy back in the day.
the guy. And then it's funny. Sky was saying a guy she works with, his landlord is that guy from that movie 100-Foot Wave or Giant Wave, that documentary I watched going to Hawaii. That's his landlord.
Oh, that's cool.
And apparently a guy that hangs out their house a lot is this tattooed kid that's like his youngest son. All their kids are like really, really well off as far as in sports and all this stuff. And the youngest one's just a stoner.
Oh, okay.
And that's the one that kind of hangs out around,
You can't all be
Yeah.
successful, I guess, right?
Yeah. Maybe he's the best stoner out there. I don't know.
I mean, or he's like the baby and they just let him get away with murder. And so
Everybody in
now he's
Hawaii
like,
smokes pot, and I was talking to Skylar, and it's actually illegal there.
I know, that's crazy. Which of all states, I would think it would not be illegal.
That would be the one that wouldn't be illegal,
Right.
and it's outside, and it's more, there's not much in.
I know that one.
everything's
When she said that, I thought that was really weird. I'm like, what? It is?
Yeah, Hawaii is different too. Hawaii was the very first state in the union to develop a seatbelt law,
But they don't have a helmet law.
but they don't have a helmet.
So weird.
They have a seatbelt law of the car, but not a helmet law if you're riding a
know.
motorcycle.
So weird.
And you can still ride in the back of trucks.
Yes, you can.
With no
They do have
with
slower,
no seatbelt, but you need a seatbelt
right.
inside
They
the
do
car.
have slower speed limits.
Yeah, but
Like the freeway's like 55.
well, Sky was telling me today it's already traffic's way slow because a pedestrian got hit by the Eddie there because so many
A
cars.
pedestrian
Yeah,
already got hit.
so it slowed up the
I
traffic.
mean, it's slow already though.
Yeah, I know. So,
Jesus.
well, to see, I can't imagine 40,000 people.
I can't. In
And
that
they're still
North
probably
Shore.
just funneling in
I cannot imagine
for a one-day event.
40,000 people.
But I mean, think about a football stadium, 65, 70,000
But they
people.
have like the
They're set up-
infrastructure for
Yeah,
it.
they have like a freeway.
Yeah, the North Shore does
Yeah.
not have the infrastructure.
Well, that's why all
for
these
it.
kids have been camping out for a day or two, so they don't have to drive in and out. They just sit there.
Where do
and
they camp?
They camp up on the hills. They showed.
Oh.
If you look at pictures, there's, across the street from Waimea Bay, because
Yeah.
the foam comes all the way to the street.
Wow.
So across the street, where you walk in that path to go to the waterfalls,
Yeah.
they're all in their area up there.
Oh, okay.
And they're all, and there's little big old rocks in the hilly area. They're
Okay.
all up in the hills there.
It goes all the way to like the street.
The
Is that
foam
what you
does,
said?
yeah.
Wow, that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of.
It's a long way.
It's a lot of of land for it to go over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. So I
need
don't
to
know.
see pictures of this.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna turn it on after this. I'll take a
You're gonna stop football to turn on some waves.
after the Cardinal game.
Oh, okay. I'm actually amazed that you are doing this podcast during halftime.
That's fine. I heard
catch
you
the
say.
end still.
I heard you say. I just want to get it done.
I
with.
do want to get. I got a bunch
'Cause
of
we got-
Christmas stuff I
'Cause we
have to do.
Stuff to do.
You have stuff to do.
Yeah, not indoor. Outdoors, the weather's a little dreary, kind of.
It's called winter.
Yeah. No, what it's called? It's called the Urban Haze, dear.
Oh my God!
Can you believe that?
I can't
I don't know why it's not an Urban Haze.
because we
Does
heard
anybody
on
out
the
there
news
know
the
what
other day.
Urban Haze is?
It's like the
It's like
new
fucking
slang
smog.
for smog. So are we
So
gonna have to get
stupid.
urban haze checks on our cars now?
Yeah, I think so.
Why can't we just keep calling it smog?
I know when you listen to the weather.
They just keep making up new names for
Yeah,
shit.
atmospheric river.
A cyclone storm or
No,
something.
it's
creepy.
what do they call the cyclone one?
Cyclone bomb.
Yeah,
Bomb cyclone.
Yeah, bomb cyclone. And now they have urban haze.
Urban haze.
meaning
Pollution.
Smog, meaning pollution, smog.
Like, why are we trying to sugarcoat pollution? Let's just stop making it.
Right. Speaking of pollution, I was looking on the internet and they're showing Bali.
Right.
There's so much trash on the beach in
Oh
Bali
my God, really?
that you can't even. There's no way you can walk down the
Are
beach.
you kidding me?
It's thick trash.
I thought it was like this beautiful place.
It is, but the shit washed up on the. Everybody
Oh,
throws
it's
their trash.
washing up.
Yeah,
got it.
they throw their
Okay.
trash in the water, and the whole beach
Right.
is
But
full
we're
of trash.
we as the United States are going to stop global warming with the trash
Yeah.
and pollution.
I would challenge someone to go walk down the streets of
Right.
L.A. In fact, a couple weeks ago, I was there for an audition, and I started I got time to kill. I'm just going to take a walk, enjoy the little Hollywood sights, and I ended up walking about 5 minutes, and then I was like, oh my God, all there is homeless people, and there's just like trash everywhere and everything else. Like and I'm like wearing this nice suit and everything. I'm like, I don't feel like this. I'll just go sit in the airport.
Like, I'll just, nope.
Yeah. And there was like a little park and stuff, but I'm like, the park looked all gross, and like, I'm not gonna go
Somebody
to the
shit
park.
on that bench.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not gonna sit on somebody's shitty bench.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I know. Like,
I saw a guy sitting on the bench, and he was just drinking a bottle of this. Honey, guess what time it is?
Happy hour?
Yep, I made your favorite Juicy Tits vodka cocktail.
Fantastic. Thanks, babe. Love you.
And I love you. And your Juicy Tits.
Go to juicytitsvodka.com to get your own bottle of Juicy Tits, where life is the party.
I doubt they were drinking Juicy Tits.
I doubt they were as well.
Maybe in Florida they drink that. They might have found a bottle out there, or
Nice.
someone gave them a bottle. Who knows? They went
Merry
bottle.
Christmas.
For all I know, maybe Lauren from Juicy Tits hands them out for Christmas.
Hey, why not? I bet she actually does. I don't know about she hands it out to the homeless, but
Yeah.
unhoused, excuse me.
Oh yeah, don't forget that.
Don't forget that.
So I had this great idea when the kids were here, and we were all here. So we have an old VCR, and I have old VCR
Right.
tapes and everything.
I forgot about
And
this.
so I hooked it up.
Which you also, because you are like, I'm going to need you to help set this up. And I'm like, okay, which you picked it right as I was like in the midst of making something last week. I think I was making raviolis.
Anything I do is the wrong timing for you.
Oh, always.
I don't know why.
Always. Because you have your agenda and I have mine, and you expect me to stop what I'm doing for yours.
Right.
That's
Mine's
why.
important.
Okay. Old VCR tapes or dinner.
Right. But I was keeping
And so I'm in the midst of like making raviolis, and I give you small props because you did like, well, first you're like, does this even fit in the TV? And I'm like, I had to go look. I'm like, yes. So you plug it in, nothing's working. And so I had to stop what I was doing, go fix your plugs because you put them in the wrong holes.
Because if you don't, I'll keep asking you.
Right. So I put it in, and you're like, how do you know that? I'm like, well, it's kind of common sense. Read what the little plugs say. But so then you get it to work. And what were these videos of, honey?
Well, I came to find out that there was like 5 or 6 really good ones that I separated out.
Which you
and
learned
didn't-
later.
And
Yeah.
all the old shitty ones were in the
Right.
box. That's why half of them were fuzzy and I couldn't make out.
I don't care about the
And then-
fuzziness. It's the content.
Well, the content was one, my mom, little brother filming my mother.
Playing
lip
piano.
singing
First of all, there was piano
playing piano of just her hands playing the
right.
piano.
Very artistic there.
And I'm just proud that my mom can play the piano. I'm just not saying it
was good.
It sounded very good, but it was.
Well, and then there's your mom like lip syncing with a curling iron. I hope she doesn't mind that we're telling these.
She doesn't care. Over it, like take 1, take 2,
right.
take
Which
3,
then I'm
take
like,
4.
okay, she was like, this was like a performance for her, which
Yeah.
now I know where you get it.
Yeah, and then we go on further in the tape, and then I'm doing the same thing.
Well, you're practicing your school lip sync.
Yeah, my school lip sync, and I'm
And-
rehearsing it.
And sadly,
And I'm a big rehearser.
it got recorded many a times over and over again. So much so
I
that
could watch
Matt
it.
also joined in and knew all the words. And your little Marcus at the
and
age
knew-
of 5
knew
knew
all
every
the-
single
yeah,
word to this song.
All the words. Everybody.
Me and Skylar are like, can we not hear this song one more time? Like, I don't care.
The song is called. That's how it started. The song is called At This Moment.
Over and over. Like, we literally heard it about 6 times, and that is also with fast forwarding through multiple tapes.
I fast forwarded like an hour and a half, and
Yeah.
we're still doing
How
it.
many times did we record this practice?
And then as I'm doing it, I'm like, hey, get the light on me. Get the
I
light
know.
on me.
You're like yelling
Like
at
it matters.
everybody.
Like it matters to get the light on me.
Right. And half the time it wasn't on you.
Yeah. I thought the funniest thing, my buddy Thompson was, I guess, staying at my house. I must have been at work lifeguarding, I'm assuming, because my younger brother, Matt, is in front going through all my shit in my room. And they're videoing, just making fun of
I hope
everything.
they didn't have you have anything unique in there.
I have no idea. Everything in my room.
They're like, there's his
and-
Ken parts.
Yeah, right. Box of Ken parts. Full disclosure, when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old, I used to play with Ken dolls. And I used to take the legs and the arms and the torsos and the heads and keep them in a box and interchange them and dress them. And I used to carry them in like a Vans box. And then when we never really flew when I was younger, but we used to once in a while go on PSA, this airline, it was
Right.
called, down to LA, and I put my Ken parts through the X-ray.
I wonder if actually people were like, what is wrong with this serial killer
Like,
kid?
yeah, is this Jeffrey Dahmer?
Right. baby Dahmer over here.
Yeah, I didn't do it with real things. I did it with Ken dolls.
Well, Jeffrey Dahmer didn't start with real people either.
Yeah, and safe to say, and everybody knows this, I'm a straight man.
That likes to take off body parts.
Of boy dolls.
Ew.
That doesn't make you gay.
No, I'm not saying you're gay. It makes you a little serial killery.
Why? It's not like a real person.
I mean, it just sounds creepy. I like to take the parts off and put them in a box.
Right.
Right.
So we didn't get to watch any of the real videos, but I did get
your pen's leaking.
my pen's leaking all over the place, and
Put it on your pants.
And so what will happen?
That's a tough get out for me.
Oh, okay. And so we're watching these videotapes, and I found this really old tape of my dad and his friend. Someone must have put it together for my dad, and my dad reminded me of River.
Can I get some credit here? Because I'm the one that was like, oh my God, it's like River.
Yeah, he's like running around, goofing around.
And then you're like, oh my gosh, it is.
I know. My dad wants to see that one. I'm going to throw away most of those tapes. 'Cause half the tapes are the old tapes where my mom soap operas and stuff.
You're probably going to keep the one where you rehearse 17 times and watch it over and over again.
I'm going to get rid of that because I have the real performance.
Which is better.
Just
pull your sleeve up.
Instead of all the rehearsals. I don't know how I got ink everywhere. So embarrassing. People watching this are going to get...
Embarrassing.
It's going to be so
That's
embarrassing.
the embarrassing part?
People watching this.
I just realized we're very red today.
We're both wearing red. Yes.
Merry
I think
Christmas.
This is the episode no one listens to anyway. Christmas Day.
I wouldn't if I was listening to this one. Just stop this
right
now and wait till next week.
We can say whatever the fuck
this
we
can't
want.
Be great.
Because it doesn't fucking matter. And next week too. But, dear.
Yes, darling.
Let's run this commercial first, and I'm going to talk to you about some very special things.
Okie dokes.
Because why do we sound like this so good?
You sound so good.
With this nasally old voice?
Yes, but it's so clean.
That's why we use Fibonacci Sound Studio, located in Reno, Nevada, led by an Emmy-nominated audio producer.
Fibonacci specializes in voiceovers and voice recordings for games, television, and film production.
So you're saying, if Fibonacci can make my nasally voice sound this good,
then anybody else's will sound like music to your ears.
For more information or to book an audio session, go to FibonacciSoundStudio.com.
Or call 775-357-8580.
I think the commercial's a little on the long side, but that's
I know
what
I
you
started
wanted.
zoning out.
Yeah,
because I know it.
No, I started spacing out too. I was like, are we done yet?
Not yet.
Last week on the podcast, before I get to what I was going to talk about, we posted a picture of your UFO.
Right.
Which we realized is Starlink.
Oh my God, we're idiots. We're telling the kids at dinner, and River's like, I bust out a picture, and he's like, that's Starlink. And we're like, oh.
In 2 seconds. We thought it was...
Well, feel dumb now.
But I
never said it was aliens. I just called it a UFO because they literally, to me, it was an unidentified flying object.
It was, but apparently it's Starlink.
Now we know it's Starlink.
Yeah, when the sun sets,
yeah,
it
like
usually can do that.
At dusk.
Yeah.
Which then we also learned that maybe we need to switch to Starlink for an internet service.
I don't know. Maybe I don't
our
know
internet
how
service
you just buy it, right?
I think you got to get like a box and
and then a monthly membership.
I'm gonna look into
I wonder how
this.
it works. We should look into it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Our charter spectrum sucks ass.
What did you say? Our charter?
It's like a shart.
That's where we get our
Shits on
internet
us constantly.
From. Charter.com. Okay.
What?
So
yes,
we had a big week. We finally got approval from Warner Brothers.
Correct.
/ABC. I don't know
Which,
who's
I
what.
didn't know Warner Brothers involved
I
in
don't
that,
even know, but
learned that this week.
That we had to send the episode we did from the guy from the Golden Bachelor, the guy from the Golden Bachelor, and they just wanted us to do a couple edits.
Which I knew they were exactly what I knew they were going to call out.
But all the edits we had to do
were my questions.
Was Kiley's questions.
Just call me Barbara Walters because I hit the hard-hitting questions.
You hit the ones that they don't want you to know.
But people want to know.
Right. But
that's the shitty thing.
Yeah,
but it's fine. So we're just going to get the surface dumbass questions that Eric asked.
Right.
Just kidding.
Basically, I had to wipe you out of the whole podcast.
Yeah, was I even there?
It's just me and Guy. But no, it makes sense and it's perfectly good. It was just very, very minor thing. So I'm all excited. It's going to go up January 8th. So we have this one episode, Christmas Day, no one really listens to.
Right. New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
You're probably not going to listen to it.
January 8th, everybody's
back and ready to go. You're at the gym, turn on this podcast.
Oh, yeah. When you're at this gym, working off all your Christmas fat ass shit. Listen to this podcast, yes. And so January 8th, we'll do a bunch of social media blasts before it.
Right.
And during it. And I'm excited for that one. It's going to be good.
I think it'll be good.
I actually talked to Guy and said, we're all good to go and everything's good.
Stop looking at your hand.
I did get a little threat from the people at Warner Brothers. They said,
Oh.
next time you want to talk to a guest, talk to us first.
Okay, well, had we known that, we would have.
But we didn't know it.
Not to bag on Guy here, but I feel like that's a little bit of his responsibility to tell us that.
Well, it was after we did the show. Then you looked,
Right.
then you looked it up, and
So
you said, no,
had we
I
have
better ask them
known,
first.
we would have.
Yeah.
But I guess that's how you learn.
I'm
in this
happy about it.
Ever-changing.
I'm happy about it anyway, and yeah, I'm looking forward. And every time I talk to Guy, he's so nice, super nice.
He is
guy.
a very nice guy.
And looking forward to maybe having him on again, or we'll see how it goes after when we see how many listeners and everything we get from this podcast coming up.
Correct.
So
How long?
we
I
like
wonder
that.
how long he's like in a bachelor contract with them. Like I
That's
get
probably something you can't ask
it. Well, I mean, why?
because you're asking it.
Well, I mean, there is going to be a place where he can never talk about certain stuff. Like that's
I'm saying he can. The stuff that we edited out,
he
he
never
can talk
right.
about.
That's a non-disclosure. But I mean, like where we have to contact Warner Brothers if we want to have him on again. That's what I mean.
Oh, right. The only good thing is now I know how to contact him.
Right. Like, as how long is he in a contract for that? Like, if we just want to have him as a guest or we don't talk about The Bachelor.
I don't know if we have to or not. Or they just want us to do it. I don't know.
Right. They're like, you guys.
we don't trust you. Yeah.
Right. We don't trust your ass.
Yeah. But she seemed fine with everything, and they had someone listen to the whole thing and go through it all. So
Didn't reach out and be like, hey, your podcast is great. Well, let's sign you guys up.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, weren't that great.
That'd be good. If they want us to have more guests on, we'll
We'll
have
be
them.
happy to. I will stop
I'll email
asking
them back and
questions.
say, hey, can we have more of your guests on?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll
Let
just
me
give us to
Zoom
'em.
somebody else.
Yeah. Who would you have on? Maria.
You
Doesn't everybody want Maria on?
want Maria on.
Why? I mean, it's not that great.
Oh, okay.
Maria.
She's kind of irrelevant now.
No. She's going to be on Bachelor of Paradise now
Oh, okay. When are they doing that, though?
this summer.
Oh.
So I just saw that actually. They already cast it. They have like 10 people on the cast already, something like that. Jonathan, who was on
Who's
Jen
Jonathan?
Tran's season.
Oh, she's dating her Dancing with the Stars partner now. I saw that.
Ew.
Well,
Well, what are you going to do?
what do you say? You don't even know what he looks
I
like.
don't know. I
You
have
don't
no
like
idea.
a dancer?
I don't think
A
so.
male dancer?
I
Is
don't
that
think
your
so.
problem?
I don't
Hey,
think so.
you want to know what that guy can do? Move his hips.
Oh, yeah. He can
Yeah.
do it. He can do the cha-cha.
There's no like stiff humps over there like you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's very loose in the hips.
You're right.
That's pretty good. Life of the Podcast is brought to you by Petrilla Concrete Construction and Michael Weems Collection in Palm Desert Drive. You can get merchandise from him at
MichaelWeems.com. We
lots
just
of
got a
good stuff.
package
We just
from
got a
him
package
this
for
week.
him. Thanks, Michael, by the way. He threw in some free shit for us.
Oh my God,
too.
and they're cute.
Yeah. So that was, and they're cute
And they're cute.
too. Yeah. So if you like this podcast, you can rate us a 5. You can follow us. You can share us with a friend by pushing the copy link of Spotify or Apple Podcast, or check us out on. Be one of the few that check us out on YouTube.
Right.
You could be
Small
part of
group there.
You could be part of a club.
What a club it is.
Right. Dear?
Yes, Sterling. You're done? You ready to go watch football?
Yeah, we're ready to watch football.
And it smells
I
like
don't
ass in
believe,
here.
yeah, it smells like ass because the dog's chewing on this weird Christmas bone she has.
I know. I got this bone so she would be enthralled with it on Friday night at dinner. And it's great. She loves it. It's some bone with like fur on it, like a hide or
That
something.
part disgusts me when there's
Me
fur
too.
on the bone.
But they said that like it's really good for the digestion and stuff, but it smells like a dirty foot.
Yeah.
When she chews it, but she loves it.
Well, yeah, because it's dirty and nasty.
So
Dogs love dirty and nasty shit.
it's nice because she'll just chill and eat the bone, but it makes everything smell like a dirty foot.
I know.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. On that though, dear, it's that time. Last call. Who are we cheersing today?
We're just gonna cheers to
All the kids.
all the kids, all the parents, everybody that makes the
Tanner,
holiday
Skylar,
season. Oh, I was
River,
just talking about generally people.
Allie, new baby Augie.
Everybody who makes it through the holiday season.
Everybody, all women who have to slave in the kitchen, and all
just
men
a general
who
cheers
complain about the bills.
to our listeners. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
And
cheers.
all kids who's going to get those great presents, or
Hopefully.
get
Somehow.
coal in your, for all I know, you get coal in your stocking.
Right.
They should do that nowadays for bad kids.
They really should.
Coal in your stocking.
They really should.
I should have got coal in my stocking plenty of times.
That I believe.
I was telling Kelly Cherry when I was out to breakfast with her last week that, when they had the Walkmans, they're
yeah.
a tape that goes in the
Yeah.
Sony
Oh,
Walkman.
I had a Walkman.
Yeah. They're brand new coming out, and that was an elaborate gift.
For me, it was the Discman.
And so, yeah, because they had the disc on there.
That we
Gifts
got.
used to skip though.
We got the disc, the first disc. I still have it
Oh,
to
you
this day.
did?
I could probably sell that thing on like eBay.
Nah, I doubt it. Well, you might be able to.
It's a collector's item at this point.
Retro
But
thing.
there was right when they came out, and me and Nathan got the very first Discman.
Whoa. I was so bad, I unwrapped my Walkman.
Used it.
Used it for the whole week. Left my nice tape in there, too. Why not? So I have it in there.
Oh, my God.
Wrapped it back up, because I pulled the thing, wrapped it back up under the tree, and opened it in the morning and act like I just got it.
Wow. Your mom had no idea?
No idea. Now she does. Wow. Sorry, Mom.
Just like you wore your dad's shirt and wrapped it up?
I wore my dad's shirt one time. My dad goes, man, I really like that shirt. I'm like, oh, good.
Because it's your Christmas present.
Yeah, and then we wrapped. My mom let me wear it, by the way, and then wrapped it back up, and then, it was his birthday present.
Oh, okay.
And then or Father's Day or something.
Wow.
Like, yeah, and he opened it up. He's like, oh, you got me the same shirt? No, it's the same shirt I wore.
You should have just said you got him the same shirt.
We could, it's my mom and me. There's no way we're hiding that. Oh, boy. Yeah, the face is,
I know. Skylar used to do that, too. And then when I came into the picture,
she can't do it because she can't lie. She smiles.
Well, I got onto her, so I would wrap her gift in a different box, so she doesn't know if she cracked the edge of the paper open. You would never see what it was because it's in a different box.
Right. She put in another box.
Yes.
My mom wasn't that good. She had too many little kids. And my mom, it's easy because her wrapping isn't the greatest.
Oh, okay.
And so you can,
which
wrap it
also
up
I think that made it hard for Sky too because my wrapping is really precise.
And like a rope that's super tight.
Oh, I do that too. Yep. So it was real hard for her to get into stuff. I like to see the surprise on people's face. Mm-hmm. So it's my own selfishness.
Right. Anyway, dear. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We made it through another podcasting Christmas.
We made it through another Christmas.
I know.
Well, actually, we technically haven't made it through yet.
This is our 4th podcast Christmas, by the way. It's our 4th year.
On the 4th podcast of Christmas.
On the 4th podcast of Christmas. We really bombed this time. And I got ink all over my hand. Dog is eating. Nothing's changed.
Bone.
Dog's eating its foot over there. And...
just a shit show over here. Christmas shit show over here.
Yeah, we got a new studio since a few years back, but the whole thing stinks like rotten dog right now.
Well, and we got a new puppy since there, too.
Right.
She's
not a puppy anymore, so old.
She is not old at all.
She's an old bone eater now.
She's a young bone eater.
Bone gnawer.
She's being good.
That's good. On that note, subscribe and follow us on wherever you get your podcast, or just go to our website at lifewitheric.com.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for updates and a closer look into My Life with Eric. To all of our listeners out there, remember, it's always happy hour here.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Love you, baby.
Love you.